Hi everyone, and welcome to our Monday Mode video, a series of videos where we demonstrate some typical HR meetings with the help of our friends in business. This week we're bringing you video number 2 in a series of 3 about the disciplinary process, and we're joined once again by Jan from Jet's GPS Fleet Solutions. It's a slight change to our form this week. So you may remember last week I conducted an investigation meeting with Jan, who'd been struggling with his timekeeping. At the end of my investigation, I recommended that Jan be called to a disciplinary hearing as I wasn't satisfied with his explanations for his lateness. As the investigating officer, I can't also hear the disciplinary. So today, Lisa is going to be playing the role of the disciplinary chair and I'm acting as narrator and note taker for the purposes of the demonstration. To invite someone to a disciplinary hearing, you need to do it in writing with the allegations and evidence included, and the right to be accompanied by a work colleague or trade union rep, and the employee should be given 2 working days notice. So that's all been done in this case. Now over to you, Lisa.
Hi Jan. Please note that this is a disciplinary hearing and the purpose of the meeting is to discuss your lateness as outlined in the invite letter sent to you last week. Claire is here to take minutes and a copy will be provided to you after the meeting. You will be given the chance to answer any questions and provide any mitigation that you'd like to put forward during the meeting. And as per the invite letter, you've been given the opportunity to have a representative at the meeting, but you've declined this. Please can you confirm that you're happy to proceed without one?
Well, I wanted to bring my brother with me, who's a solicitor, but you told me I couldn't.
So at any formal meeting, an employee has the right to be accompanied, but this is only by either a work colleague or a certified trade union representative. Employees might ask to bring family members, solicitors or other people, but you are well within your rights to refuse this. However, where an employee has a disability, you might need to consider if their request is a reasonable one, as they may need someone present who can support their needs.
Okay, Jan, I've explained the reason why that's not possible. Could you confirm if you're okay to carry on?
Yeah, that's fine. Carry on.
Okay, thank you. Now, once we've addressed all the points and you've provided responses and any mitigation, I'll adjourn the meeting and decide on the appropriate sanction, if any. Can I please ask for openness and honesty throughout the meeting? So you've been invited to this hearing today due to the 3 instances of lateness within a 2-week period. I believe you've been spoken to informally about these previous latenesses before, but because there's not been any improvement and there's been 3 further periods, we're now in a formal disciplinary hearing. At the investigation meeting, in the notes that have been provided to you along with your invite letter, you were asked about your lateness on each occasion, and I want to run through them with you again. So on Monday, when you arrived at 10:20 and didn't call your manager to let them know you'd be late, you told the investigation that you use your phone as an alarm and it wasn't charged. Is that correct?
Yes, although I would like to say that I have now bought an alarm clock.
Thanks, Jan, that's good to know. Do you want to add anything else about that instance of lateness?
No.
So provided your investigating officer has done a good job, your disciplinary here should consist of running through each of the instances of lateness and the excuses given, ensuring they're correct and that the employee doesn't want to add anything else to his previous responses. We're going to assume now that Lisa's gone through each individual instance of lateness and Jan hasn't really added anything much to those original investigation answers.
So do you understand what you should do if you're late for work, Jan?
Yes, I'm supposed to call my manager to let them know if I'm going to be late, but I've been a bit embarrassed about it all and I didn't ring.
Okay, thanks for that. Is there anything else at all that you want to say to me to help me consider my outcome to this meeting?
Just that I'm really sorry that I was late. It's not like me. As I said before, I've got this new computer game and it's been keeping me awake. It's so addictive. I've stopped playing on it now, limiting myself just to weekends. I don't want to lose my job. I do like working here.
Thank you very much for your honesty. Just to confirm, you're not going to lose your job. That's not something that I'm considering at this stage. So just to summarise, you've provided a reason for each instance of lateness. You understand that you're supposed to call your manager if you're going to be late. You've now bought an alarm clock and you've limited your gaming time. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. I'd like to adjourn now to consider my outcome. Are we okay to reconvene in about half an hour?
At this point, you might decide the case is fairly straightforward and you'll feel happy to make a considered decision without too much deliberation. It's a good idea to always adjourn to consider your response, even if that's only for 5 minutes. However, Jan may have brought up other things in this meeting that might need more investigation, And if that's the case, you might have to adjourn and inform the employee that you'll confirm the outcome in writing, or you may even need to reconvene the hearing at a later date. Let's assume Lisa has now deliberated and she and Jan are meeting again for Lisa to deliver her outcome.
Okay, thanks for your patience, Jan. I've considered all the evidence and the reasons that you've given, and I've decided that a written warning is a suitable sanction. This is because you were aware that you should call your manager and you didn't, plus you haven't provided any real mitigation to your lateness. I'll confirm this in writing to you and you will be given the chance to appeal, and all that will be in the outcome letter.
And there you have it. The disciplinary meeting and sanction is now concluded. Of course, it's not always as straightforward as this, and if you are considering dismissal, there are risks involved that need to be considered. But if you follow your disciplinary process and make sure you're fair and reasonable, you can mitigate or avoid those risks. Lisa will now follow up in writing her outcome along with a copy of these notes, and she'll offer Jan the right to appeal her decision. So let's see if he does.